Okay, so we've got a whopper of a fish here. This is for 4 kg fish, 8.8 pounds. This is a hammour, a type of grouper, also known as reef cod. I mean, it's really big. Look, there's a regular size can. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's like 4 cans in length, just to sort of give you some concept of it. That's my arm. Really, really big. Nice big head on that. Now we're going to chop this up and get a few things happening with this. The head and the tail we're going to be using for a nice curry, a fish head curry, which is fantastic. Going to get some steaks out of it. It's been cleaned, so it's been cleaned inside. It's been descaled and it's had its, fins and that chopped off. Let's get moving. Okay, so I've got the head off, and when I took the head off, I took all that out as well, which is a thin piece on the side. So that's an absolute beauty. We're definitely going to waste that. There's loads of meat in there and just very tasty. So head aside, we're going to get that into some steaks now. Okay, look at that, absolutely fabulous. Really big and chunky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 really, really big ones. We're going to make 2 things from that. So 1, 2 recipes from there, and the head and the trimmings, that would make 3 recipes. Let's get on with it. So we've got some fish steaks here, cod or hammour, just really thick cut beauties. Serving this today with some nice spiced rice. Now this fish has got some wonderful, wonderful herbs and spices on it. Serving this with some parsley, lemon and tomato, onion and fresh mint salad. This is great. Welcome back once again to How to Cook Great Food. Let's get on with it. So I'd like to start this one with our spices. You can see we've got quite a few spices here. We're going to mix them together with a few other bits afterwards. Get this on our fish. So what we've got here is thyme. Now, by the way, they're all equal parts. They're just like a teaspoon or so. Depends how much masala you want to make. Thyme, turmeric, cumin, green cardamom powder, chili powder, nutmeg, black lemon powder or black lime powder, and salt and pepper. Now, I'm going to get loads of questions about this. That there is your black lemon powder. If you can't get it where you live, I mean, depends on some places, you're not going to find it quite difficult to get, aren't you? But I'm sure you can get it online, but yeah, that's what it is. It's a dried whole lemon. This is turned into a powder, this form. Okay, that's it. Let's move on. So I've got a mixing bowl here with some olive oil in. There's about 3/4 cup of olive oil and a tablespoon of garlic. Simply what we're going to do is we're going to just drop in all our spices. There goes the black lime, the salt and the pepper, the chili, the green cardamom, the nutmeg, the cumin, the dried thyme, and the turmeric. You can really play around with these amounts as well if you want. You can sort of add whatever you'd like. Simply, we're going to give that a little mix. And then what we've got ourselves there is a nice little masala mix for our fish. Beautiful. By the way, you can add this to sort of meats and stuff if you want, just if you're frying something. Really is delicious. So we've got our fish steaks here, which you saw earlier, me cutting that up from that big, lovely hammour or cod. This is a very, very similar to cod, known as hammour or reef cod. Very simply, and you can see, by the way, these are nice and thick. They're really chunky. Very simply, what we're going to do is we're going to get our masala, throw it on there. And as you can see, I've got a glove on here. We're just going to work this in. You want to get this into the refrigerator for at least an hour. But if you want, you can get this in for, 8 hours overnight. It would be fantastic. But yeah, at least 1 hour. And while that's happening, we can move on and get our rice ready. But yeah, this is going to be just so, so good. So a bit of plastic wrap or shrink wrap, whatever you call it. Cling film into the fridge, minimum 1 hour. Let's move on now. So the spices that we're going to use for our rice are here. We've got a little bit of cinnamon stick, some black peppercorns, cloves and green cardamom pods, along with 1 or 2 bay leaves. That's a really big one, so we're just using 1. And then some turmeric. That's all that's going to go in, apart from a little bit of salt. Very simple rice we're going to serve with our fish. So in a large pot, I've got my rice. I've got a basmati rice that I've washed about 3 times. You know, washed it, thrown the water out, washed it, you know. Beautiful, nice quality basmati. And to that, I've added double the amount of water. So I've got, say, 4 cups of rice there. So I've got 8 cups of cold water. We're going to drop in that bay leaf, the turmeric, the cinnamon, and then the cloves, the black peppercorns, and the green cardamom. Very, very easy. To that, we're going to get some salt in there. And then once it reaches boiling point, I'm going to lower the heat down to just above a simmer. And I'm going to let that go for about 8 minutes. Depending on the type of rice you've got. There are many different types of rice. But yeah, very simple. Then we can move on to our fish. Okay, I've just turned the heat off there. Let's get in and have a look. Obviously, we've got that lovely, beautiful colour. But it's packed with incredible flavours as well. That is delicious. Okay, so our rice is done. We can move on to our fish now. Now I've got a little bit more olive oil in there, just a touch in there. We've got olive oil on the fish as well. Medium heat. Let's grab our lovely fish. Drop that in. And like I say, these are big chunky pieces, really chunky. So we don't want to cook it too fast, you know, otherwise it's just going to be burnt on the outside and raw in the middle. Now we've got all this lovely masala. Let's get this on. And we're just going to fry these in the pan. These are going to be about 8 or 9 minutes maybe. I'm going to be turning them often on a medium heat. So easy. Okay, off goes the heat. Like I say, these are really quite big, so we need to treat them really gently, but they're done. Let's serve them up. This is going to be beautiful. And there you go. So there's our beautiful fish. It really is tasty on that lovely rice. Just served it with some cut lemon, parsley. There I've got tomato, fresh mint, and some white onion. Absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Do leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you soon. Beautiful. Lots of love.